Hello?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes. Let's do the quick revision. What we did? You tell me now. The quick revision. Quick revision. We did no. You remember anything? Hello, Karmala. Response. I want it very fast. Internet connection is unstable. Anyway. So are you remembering anything, or should I do everything again? Should I repeat the second chapter again from the beginning? Tell me fast. Hello.
Ma'am, we can have a walkthrough, ma'am.
Walkthrough. Okay, walkthrough. We have seen the marketing. The focuses on how the digital economy is in boom, and offline and online. They are the major, what you can say, they are creating a major differentiation in an increasingly online and offline world. It also encompasses how style blends with substance, and in those even brands, big brands have to adapt to the flexible and adaptive styles. Okay, in view of fast changing technology developments, the brand's core, the brand's authenticity, the so we have seen about digitally empowered entrants combining online and offline interaction. In that we have seen retail, right? No, what we have seen retail. Retail se repeat karu ka? Should I repeat of retail?
Retail, transportation, logistics.
Retail, how digitally means how the digital technology has given digital economy, has enabled the retailers to allow customers to place online, often fulfilled from a local store orders, and it has made the retailers to gather and analyze the data on customers to provide personalized services and advertising. So showrooms are virtual, malls are virtual, and home deliveries are easy now because of this retail, right? So especially during lockdown, everyone has got familiar with online buying process, and Amazon, Flipkarts, then so many other things are there today for your service. Then we had about transportation and logistics. Due to transportation and logistics, what had happened due to the digital economy, the logistics can be tracked very easily. The cargoes, the documents, the products, the vehicles, etc. can be tracked very easily. And online booking has become so very common now because we don't have to stand in lines. Customer expectations and competitive differentiation require speed and timing. Correct? Which are the drivers of important changes in transportation and logistics, along with management, along with data analytics and visibility. So logistic has the major task at the end, that is it has to go to the customer in the right time, at the right place, and in the right condition. Okay, so that was about transportation and logistics. Then it was manufacturing and IT services. In manufacturing and IT services, what was there? The fourth industrial revolution. Industry 4 encompasses three technological trends driving this transformation: connectivity, intelligence, and flexible automation. Are you getting my point? All of you? So Internet of Things, big data.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am.
Yes. And I had given you the example of VJC Healthcare, right?
Yes,
VJC Healthcare, they are into integrated management solutions to achieve cost saving in its supply chain. So the company deploys radioactive frequency identification technology to track and manage thousands of medical supplies. So this radio frequency identification technology uses radio waves. Okay, they uses the radio waves to read and capture the information on the tag attached to everything. attached to the health products. So previously everything was done manually, which was time consuming, where errors can also happen, human errors can also happen. But this technology, BJC, has been able to reduce the amount of the stock which was kept on site. So I have only this much stock, my stock is getting over, so I better order more stock. So inventory was much in control. The company predicts that it will see ongoing savings through with a roughly increase of 5 million annually. So that's how the digital information, digital technology played a very important role. Then we come to education. Smartphones, laptops, and tablets are no more unknown words for anybody now. Even the small kid knows about it, who is studying in 4th standard, 5th standard, 1st standard. So online courses, online exams, digital textbooks, animation are the advanced techniques used in education. So in this pandemic, everything was, the pandemic has shown a different phase for education. The traditional environment had to swiftly change its mode into digital environment, right? So technology has spread its wings and has given access to reach more students effortlessly with access of best teachers and quality learning globally. Now we come to financial services. In financial services, what was there? Banks, insurance providers, and other financial and also non-traditional service providers increasingly enable customers to manage their financial transactions online. Although offline banking is also on, all bank transactions are now at your doorsteps. With digital banking, the digital economy has also made it easier to track indices and manage investment portfolios, and has enabled specialist business such as high frequency trading. So this was about financial services we studied. And healthcare also has a lot of progress. I'll give you the PPTs, don't worry. I'm just doing a quick revision. Healthcare, in healthcare, what happened? Healthcare digitization makes it easier for patients to maintain the history, right? It should be realized that healthcare is a $1 trillion industry spread over the hospital care, clinical services, nursing homes, home healthcare, medications, research and development. And if they take advantage on such advancements mixed with proper marketing of the healthcare services, it can even double or even triple the amount they are getting right now. So digitization makes it easier for patients to maintain a history. Digitization helps by keeping the doctors informed about the patient's medical history in every situation. Advanced artificial intelligence, that is AI systems, can be implemented, which provide prescription advice and reminders. IoT allows healthcare. It allows healthcare professionals to become more watchful and interact with patients proactively. So n number of things, your calorie count, your ECG, your number of steps, how much you have taken in a day, blood pressure, everything can be monitored. So telemedicine is also one of the important, I can say, transformations in the US healthcare market, because the people who are staying in the remote and rural areas where access to healthcare is limited, virtual appointments facilitate patients to communicate with doctors, right? So patients facing mobility challenges can use this telemedicine to interact with the healthcare professionals, with the doctors. So big data in healthcare facilitates strategic planning. Healthcare managers can analyze the results of patients, checkups in various demographic groups. Also, they can find out factors that discourage people from taking up the treatment. It also provides healthcare people to advertise their drugs and treatments. Okay, so that was about healthcare. Then it was about broadcasting and media. right? The last one was broadcasting and media. In broadcasting and media, what was there? What I told you? How many participants are there now? 9 participants and 8 participants. Are you understanding? Are you getting a quick revision, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
नाही नुसतं एकच हा कोणाचा आवाज आहे? मेहलचा आवाज आहे ना?
Abhay this side, ma'am.
अभयचा आवाज आहे. अभयचा. What about the others? Vishwajit, are you understanding? Or you are just on? Akash? Hello? Please switch on your videos. I want to see you. Chalo fast. Switch on your videos. जागृत आहे अजून. Good. Sleepy mode. Back to back lectures. Abhay, where are you? Or just doing yes ma'am to me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, video on. Video
Ma'am,
on.
no, my videos. Yeah, my videos not on. Like I don't know exactly what's the problem is.
Okay. Vishwajit, are you on? Rakshanda, are you on? Akash, are you on? Okay, whoever are on. I don't want anyone getting less marks. So broadcasting and media, quick revision. In broadcasting and media, from buying a newspaper to opening a news app on your tablet, from renting a DVD to streamlining your favorite television series on a smart TV, from buying a cookbook to getting customized recipe suggestions on your smartphone. It's undeniable that digital transformation of the media industry has already begun. Okay, it has already begun with increasing broadcast access, in particular opening new avenues for delivery of content for traditional media players, while also enabling the participation in the news media of non-traditional sources, and expanding your user participation in media through user-generated content and social networking. Everything is going on so fast because the digital economy is increasingly becoming the economy itself. It would be difficult, if not impossible, to ring fence the digital economy from the rest of the economy. If I talk about the demographics, as the global middle class grows from 1.8 billion people in 2009 to an estimated of 4.9 billion in 2030, demand for a few media services focusing on convenience, education, premium content, and video on demand will grow, particularly in emerging economies. So meanwhile, the emergence of millennials, that is the generation born between 1981 to 1997, is creating demand for technology services that offer convenience, that offers memorable experiences and instant access to the contents. And at the same time, world's population is aging, leading to increased demand for health and wellness, entertainment and education services designed for older generation, designed for older people. So finally, urbanization will contribute to increased demand for media offerings designed with people's commutes and busy work lives in mind. Remember that. So consumers ecosystem and technological trends are driving digital innovation in the media industry. The mass production of data can help inform governments and charities about what is happening in the economy. Did you follow, everybody? Then we will come to blending style with substance. Next slide. Style, substance, the new customer. What is it? The new customer path. And in that, we will be watching electronic commerce, B2B models, B2C models, consumer to consumer models, app store, online advertising, and in that, I think we have finished this, no? Last time
Yes, ma'am. Till
we
the
had
ozone.
finished. Huh?
Till the ozone, ma'am.
Till ozone, O3. Okay, great. So electronic commerce, you all know about electronic commerce. Do I have to repeat it? It is the sale or purchase of goods or services over internet, but the payment and delivery of goods may be conducted online or it can be conducted offline. So e-commerce transaction can be enterprises, households, individuals, governments, and public or private organization. Then B2B models, business sells products or services to another business. So it is B2B. This can include online versions of traditional transactions wherein the wholesaler purchases consignments of goods online to sell it to retailers online. Followed? In B2B and B2C मध्ये काय होतं, business goods to consumers. Consumer to consumer models, businesses that is involved in consumers to consumers. E-commerce plays the role of intermediaries, helping individual consumers to sell or rent their assets such as cars or rent a flat or private properties or motorbikes, etc. So by publishing their information on websites, and they can facilitate it through the sales also. So that is consumer to consumer models. And then is app store. App store use of mobiles and tablets has increased. You all know that because the frequency of use of online services has increased the application stores. Then online advertising. In online advertising, what happens? Many internet advertisers have adopted user-friendly software for segmenting consumers in order to allow more precise targeting of ads. That is online advertising. And cloud computing, it is the facility of standardized, configurable, on-demand online computer services, right? Which include computing, storage, software, and data management, I mean to say. So it can include computing, storage, software, and data management using shared physical and virtual resources with uninterrupted Wi-Fi internet connection. That is about cloud computing. Then I talk about IDA. Na? Next slide is IDA. That is attention, interest, desire, action. Haven't I told you the example? I want to buy certain things. I can buy. If want, I can buy it in fraction of a second. Or if I feel that I want to buy it, it can take years also for me to buy it. Have I given you the example of that, guys, of the car?
Yes, ma'am.
क्या होता था example?
मैम कार का एग्जांपल था. आपने बोला था कि मान लो कार है, कल ही गया और वो उसको ये नई कार लेने का शौक है और अपनी कार बेच देते वो. तो हम लोग एडवोकेट. हाँ जी. तो फिर उनको कैसे हम बताएंगे हाँ वो कार बेचने वाला है. फिर उनको अटेंशन हुआ, ठीक है. फिर इंटरेस्ट आया कि अच्छा ठीक है, फिर एक राइड लेते हैं. एक बार राइड लेने का देखते तो डिजायर समझ में आया. फिर वो एक्शन क्या लेना, कल लेना है कि नहीं लेना है. वो कार का.
Very good. Your internet connection is unstable. It's coming again. Am I on, guys? Video visuals are on.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So correct example. So if my colleague he wanted to buy a car, he saw his friend's car, he liked it, he purchased it. So attention, because hey, nice attention. My colleague said, I'm planning to sell it. My friend said, really? Okay, tell me the details. What was interest? Okay, he grabs the keys and he goes for a test drive. What is it? Desire. And action is what? He takes it for a drive. So, what is clear from this? What is clear from this? That people buy in seconds even big things. when they want, not necessarily they need. Followed? And next example was that my friend wanted to replace his car because his headlights had come off. It was blinking and it was a 10 years old car. So the engine light blinks on and off. And the car also struggles while going up the steep hills, climbing up the steep hills. So replacing his car has been his attention for over 1 year. But he used to check the models also, new models. That is the interest. But he decided that if I replace this car, I can still pull on for a few years. So I am not desiring to have a new car. So desiring is not new car. So I am not in a hurry to take action. It will take some time. So now the stages of process are the same, but the time limit, which is different. It is clear that people buy when they are ready. Followed? Then this is IDA. Next. From 5As to 4As to 5As. 4As is appeal, ask, act. And what? Advocacy.
Aware, appeal, ask, act, and
Aware, appeal, ask, act, and advocacy. IDA.
advocacy.
Okay, 4As. You have to advocate that brand. Brand needs to be able to connect meaningfully with customers and by leveraging the power of customer advocacy. Should I repeat what is that? What is awareness? What is this? Appeal, ask, or you can write that. Guys, awareness, this is the first step where a new customer comes to know about the brand. I'm aware about the brand, right? Appeal, once the awareness is established, the product or the service needs to appeal to the customers, right? So brand must be able to create a curiosity about the products they are selling or the services they are offering. Ask is kindled by the curiosity. Customers start researching on the brands. They seek out more information from multiple stores, multiple resources. So this could happen where? Online as well as offline. Brands choose the right medium depending on the offerings. Some brands might need a multi-channel approach, while some can just do it with limited digital presence. So that is ask. And next is act. When the customer is satisfied with all the information, they go for purchase. They decide to act. What they have, so the brands need to pay attention on what they have promised and ensure customers' problems and complaints are sorted out in a timely and effective. That is act. And advocacy is what? Advocacy, in the previous stage, brand must pay extra attention to ensure that customers become loyal customers. They have to be the loyal customers. So brand has to ensure that first. A loyal customer is the one who helps to spread the word of mouth, good word of mouth. So they become brand ambassadors and they help in generating the leads. They help in generating more awareness through word of mouth and recommendations online and sometimes offline also. So that is advocacy. Clear, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then purchase action ratio and brand advocacy ratio. Are you aware of this? Purchase action ratio means what? Purchase action ratio helps the companies to convert brand mindfulness into purchase. The translation rate from aware to act. That is purchase. Aware to act. So you can calculate PAR as the number of percentage of people in the market who use your brand. And BAR helps companies turn the brand consciousness into advocacy. So you can calculate BAR as the number of number or percentage of people in the market who constantly recommends the brand to other people. In detail, we will be studying PAR and BAR more in your. So this is right now about PAR and BAR. Agreed? Done? Clear, everyone? Anybody, any doubts? Anybody, any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Am I going fast? Because this is a revision happening. From O3, we will go slow. O3 is external inspiration which comes from outer sources like advertising, marketing, communications. All the decisions that consumer makes at the stages, the stages of customer path are usually based on 3 types of inspirations. Okay, external inspiration which comes from outer sources like advertising, marketing, communication, etc. Then external inspiration comes to us. Tell me, especially in the festive season, right? In Diwali time, my God, so many ads happen. Beautiful gift ad happens. Dressing, new dresses have come in the market. So apparels, more apparels have come. So many, you know, in fashion, in cosmetics, houses. Buy new house, so many advertising comes, so much of marketing communication is done. So, and we get really inspired, we go in the market and we buy things because of external inspiration. Agreed? Right now, why we don't feel like going out and purchasing new clothes? You might be feeling, but not in that major way, the way we feel at the Diwali time or way we feel at the Ganpati time, right? Going out, purchasing new things, purchasing garlands, purchasing flowers, or purchasing any good, any things. We buy it so much, mithais. So that is the communication, constant advertising which is done. So that is external inspiration. We get inspired. Oh my God, I should also go and buy it. Second is guidance of other people also comes as external output, like your friends, relatives, or dialogues they see on social networking platforms. That is external outputs, others. That is second O. And third is personal knowledge, that is own through browsing about the products, past experiences, and ultimately your individual preference, what you really feel. Do you really want to go for buying or no? That happens. So outer influence often reaches customers first. If a brand successfully generates conversation with outer influence, it is usually followed by others' influence. Ultimately, the way these two sources of influence network will shape customers' own influence. Followed? कळलं तुम्हाला हे काय म्हणते sentence? So many times it happens that others influence us, na? And then you decide what your own influence is and whether should I go for it or no. So it must be remembered here that customer is subjected to all 3 types of inspirations and at the same time, only in different proportions. Agreed? O3, agreed? Clear? O3 is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no? Are you online? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? O3 note आली तर लिहू शकाल? Can you write a short note on O3?
Written, ma'am.
Done. Fix it all well in your mind. Very easy. Then is brand differentiation based on human to human interaction. Human to human touch. In a world where everything is digital. In a world where everything is digital, how to keep the human to human touch with customers? And why does it matter? That's what we are going to see. And that's what we are looking at today. And our technology, as our technology has advanced, the interactions between the brands and consumers, the interaction has multiplied. Now, being personal is how you stand out from the crowd and let your customers know about what you are about. Clear? Clear? There is no shortage of competition in the digital age. It no longer just is about who is going to offer the cheapest product at the cheapest price, but it also matters cheapest price, not the product. Sorry, it's no longer just about who can offer the cheapest price, but it also matters that who can offer the best customer service and experience. Your ability to connect with customer on the personal level is crucial. So let's take a look at some of the other reasons why human touch matters. Because more than 75 customers cite what they cite, that they love brands because of helpful customer service. The salesperson was very good. That's why I went there. 90%, more than 90% of customers stay loyal to brands. Why they stay loyal to brands? They stay loyal to brands that share their values. And according to study by Accenture Strategy, most people are choosing companies that stand on important social or some environmental or some political or some cultural issues. So don't be afraid to let your customers know where you stand. Agreed?
Yes, ma'am.
Prioritizing customer over competition with competition being so fierce, there is a cutthroat competition everywhere. Many business owners becomes too focused on what their competitors are doing rather than focusing on what their customer wants. They are so busy. This competitor is doing this in the market. Okay, let me do also this in the market. So they are so focused on what their competitors are doing rather than focusing on what customer needs, customer wants. So your goal should be excellent customer experience. And by doing that, you will surpass the competition. There are a lot of factors which goes into it. So you really have to put yourself into customer shoes and think about what you want from a company you are doing business with. Okay? And that is very, very necessary. When I talk about loyalty, customer loyalty in the digital world, even if you sway away, even if you sway consumers from your competitors and convince them to give you a try, turning them to loyal customers and keep coming back is a very, very big task, is a very, very Herculean task in the fast changing digital environment, where 1/3 of consumers aged between 20 to 32 are quick drops. You are quick drop, na? You are quick drop brands that doesn't meet their expectations. Loyalty is very important, and to get back that customer again, even if you try to move them away from the competitors and convince them that my product is better than that product, and to keep them coming back again and again to you, is a very, very big and challenging task in this today's age, where the generation are not so loyal with the brands. If I do not meet my expectation, I will shift to the next brand immediately. So companies have to really work hard for it and has to be on alert mode always. They have to be really on alert mode always. What does the research by Brand Keys, 7% increase in loyalty can boost lifetime profits per customers by as much as 85%. That is the research which is telling. So one rare consultancy recently found out that 86% of consumers said that likability of a brand is what drives their loyalty. So creating a wholesome, creating a family oriented brand can be more lucrative, can be more powerful, can be more profitable than investing thousands of pounds, thousands of rupees in marketing and product development. So today small businesses are really struggling. They are really struggling to get their voices heard above the noise of the multi-million or multinational competitors. They are small brands and they want to be seen. So they are really struggling. Oh, come on, let our voices be heard. So struggling to catch up and adopt the marketing techniques that have been mastered by digital savvy agencies and companies. And some are struggling to get their brands online in the first place. So everyone is struggling. However, as the big brands continue to innovate and deliver greater value, small brand owners need to work harder than ever to keep up and ensure their customers are happy. Followed? Everybody? Did you follow what I said just now? Or should I repeat? Follow the importance of brand loyalty. It is very, very necessary. Everybody has to be on the alert mode. You have to be on the alert mode if you want to retain your customers and you want them coming back and back again. So understand what the needs of the customers are rather than focusing on the competitors. Next is 5 ways to keep the human touch in digital era. What are these 5 ways? How much time? Still time. Okay. Done everything clear so far? Clear everybody? Any doubts which you want me to repeat?
No, ma'am, everything is clear.
Okay. Should I go to the next one? 5 ways to keep the human touch in digital era?
Yes, ma'am.
पक्का?
पक्का. मैम एक क्वेश्चन है आपसे.
बोलो ना.
मैम जैसे भी आपने बताया अभी जो कस्टमर लॉयल्टी के बारे में और ब्रांड्स के बारे में, एक जनरल क्वेश्चन, अपना ओपिनियन बताइए हमें. यू विल फॉलो द ब्रांड और इधर विल जस्ट गो फॉर द सर्विसेज और एक्सपीरियंस?
I will go for all the 3 factors. As I had given you my experience, you know, I generally go to Nykaa to buy cosmetics or some nice jewelry, right? But when I ordered that piece online, generally I used to go offline and used to buy it in malls. But due to the lockdown, I had ordered it online, a nice necklace.
Okay.
But that entire necklace, which was not that very expensive, was found in a broken state. Right?
Yes,
Nykaa is a good brand again here.
Okay.
Nykaa is a good brand, but the services was not good. So next time what I will do? You think and tell me.
Yeah, you can.
I go with the Nykaa? I will go with the Nykaa brand, provided I will go to the mall and buy it personally. But I will not go and buy it. I will not do the shopping online for Nykaa products. You followed? Because the service is not good.
Yes, ma'am.
You followed? I gave you this example. So many times it
Yes, ma'am.
happens. So customer has to go through all the factors, O3.
But ma'am, in the big brands, like if you are carrying Apple mobile or either like you are going for the big brand, so they are going the good services. Good
services. Now my HP laptop, which I bought just 3 months back for around 60,000. It was a big amount for me.
Okay.
My old laptop was also HP, which served me for almost 12 to 15 years. Now this brand new HP crashed down completely in electronic thing, right? And it has been given to the service station, which told me it will take 8 to 10 days, madam. See, now tell me what will be the things, how I will go through.
Ma'am,
Ah.
that's my question is, so whether like you'll just drop the brands, the futures, and you'll just go for the like local brand or something, those are going
No,
to give
I will go with the brand because HP is a very good company. You can't predict anything about the electronics, right? It's
yes ma'am,
ultimately an electronic thing.
yes ma'am,
And I will go with my past experience because HP served me without any problems for almost 15 years,
yes ma'am.
right? Followed?
Ma'am, my point is that the brands matter, means from my point of view, like it seems like if we'll go for the brand, we have to pay the higher amount. So
Yes.
what it means, they having the quality.
Huh.
So
So
quality, so we don't have worrying about the services or something like that. Somehow like it happened,
to develop that
but
quality,
from
कौन बोलता है? Who's asking me this
yes
question?
ma'am.
Who's asking me this question?
Abhay,
Abhay, you just switch on your video, na then, please. Abhay, can you switch on your video?
Abhay this
I can see you. Where are you?
मैम मेरा वीडियो नहीं ऑन हो रहा मैम.
Okay, just tell me the question again.
मैम आई एम जस्ट आस्किंग जनरल क्वेश्चन. अभी आपने जो अभी पढ़ाया था कि बहुत सारे मोर देन 75% कस्टमर्स जो हैं वो ये ब्रांड पे भी जाते हैं और बहुत लोग ऐसे हैं कि ब्रांड पे नहीं जाते, सर्विस और एक्सपीरियंस पे जाते हैं, राइट? तो मेरा आपसे क्वेश्चन ये था कि आप क्या
Personal question, is this my you are asking me a personal question for myself?
No, I'm just asking about the advice for the all peoples, like the majority peoples, the average people.
Okay. Average people.
Yes,
Average
ma'am.
people, if you see those qualities, sometimes see every most of the time what happens, they like the brand, and brands have put lot of money to go to that level, and ultimately it should suffix your pocket also. Correct? No, everything counts in terms of money. So if I like
Yes, ma'am.
Starbucks coffee, which is very expensive, and the same coffee, if I get it at Vaishali, it depends on my individual choice whether I will go for Starbucks for that status, for meeting with my friends in a good AC environment with nice, the way the coffee comes with a beautiful design on it and all, right? So if I want to have that experience, I will go for that brand, and also it should fix my pocket also. I should be comfortable spending also. How much is one coffee for? I haven't been to Starbucks. Tell me. You all guys must be going. One good coffee comes for how much? 250, 300?
Yes, ma'am, normal.
Normal. Okay. And otherwise, if I go to any good place, I will get coffee for how much? 25, 30 rupees?
Yes, ma'am.
20 rupees?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So if I'm brand conscious person, I would prefer Starbucks. You know, my car gets parked. I sit in a AC environment with my friends, with nobody around me, no disturbance. I can take ample of time, chit chat, or read a nice book, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you decide. So that's a brand loyalty, because the Starbucks also gives me that quality. Starbucks also helps me to get my friends there, my family there. So it is more family oriented brand, friends oriented brand, right? I'm just giving you an example now here, as the question is like that. Agreed?
Yes, ma'am.
Any more? You are clear with that thing? Very clear, guys?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So should we move to the next one?
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Next one. Five ways to keep human to human touch. Create mobile experiences that actually last. You want consumers to remember their experiences with your brands. See, you want consumers to remember their experiences with your brand, and they should think of your brand first for the next buying. Agreed? I like Lacoste shirts because they are so much with bright colors, you know. So if I want to go, I will go with Lacoste. Or if I want Cotton King, good Cotton King. But if I'm fond of Versace, or if I'm fond of Hermes brand, I'll go for the higher brands. The one shirt of Hermes costs rupees 50,000. So if I have that much budget, I will go for that brand. Or I might go to Louis Phillips or Van Heusen, which one shirt, good shirt, cost me 2,500, 3,000, 3,500. Followed? So you wonder if and that depends on the brand. So we are talking from the brand's point of view. So you want the customers, that if the brand wants the customers to remember their experiences with your own company, with your own brand, then you should think about the brand first. For their next buying, they should come to you only. So how you can make that brand memorable? By offering them nice surprise gifts that will create a smile on their faces, or you can offer a personal and effective customer service experience, or maintain a unique presence on social media and so on. If you have gone to Disneyland, have you been to Disneyland? Anyone? Or you have seen it on the movies or anywhere? So what they have created such a wonderful, they give you nice gifts. Or you go to SL World, you get a nice dinosaur. Your friend's son gets a nice dinosaur. He will always remember because the brand has created a smile on his face. So create memorable experiences that usually last. Agreed? Followed? The next
Yes,
one.
ma'am.
Keep your social media communications personal and human. Customers don't want always, they don't want to always feel like they are dealing with robots. This isn't what customer always wants. They want to know who you are. They want to know how to get to know you more. Some companies keep humorous touch on social media. They have nice humorous lines on social media. Some companies are encouraging their marketing employees to sign their tweets with the name of the person who wrote it. So this allows customers to get a feel for the real people on the ground in your business. So that is personal touch. Next is use customer service as a way to get to know your customer. Your customer service as a way to get to know your customer team is what you can say is on the front line of your business. Customers wants to be listened to, and above all, they want to be treated like a real person with legitimate wants and needs. When it comes to their questions or queries, then it needs to be solved, because the company, that is you, means the company, the brand is promising them that we will be delivering these values. And if the product is having, just like my HP laptop, I was treated very well in the Chroma Center. They immediately, I said, my notes are there, my n number of things are there on my HP log, I was having the session with my students, and suddenly everything went blank. And this is a brand new laptop. What should I do? But they treated me so well. They said, madam, we will give it to the service station tomorrow. The people who were at the service station, the mechanic spoke to me immediately the next day. He told me that let me open it, just because of the lockdown, it's long time. But if that part needs to come, it will take 4 or 5 days more, madam. So the service will take a long time. So you have to wait patiently. And they are in touch with me. So the company knows your customer, right? The company gave me a good treatment. The company knew what I wanted, and company has solved my queries. So they don't want to be rushed on the calls. Okay, just finish with one customer and let's go to the next one. It's not like that. So that's the touch. Create memorable. That's not a memorable, but just use customer service as a way to know your customer. Then start a blog and keep it fresh regularly. Most companies have their brand values, have their missions, have their goals shared, but you can also share additional values like how you are working towards your customer satisfaction. And by doing this, if you tell your customers that you are helping the customer satisfaction increase, by doing this, it will make you accountable towards your customers and build confidence through your authority and through your transparency. There are some great reasons to have company blogs. 218 research reports showed that 80% of business to business and 70% of business to consumers, customers company had a blog. So blog, what happens? It increases your traffic. A blog makes you appear more trustworthy. A blog makes you appear most trustworthy. It's a way to demonstrate that you are an authority within your industry. So create a blog. Next is let customers be in. Customers, it's not just about being accessible and available, also making customers want to engage with you. So you make them feel that they play an important role in their brand promotions. Help them to participate in some events. Take their suggestions in designing stage of your product. Let your customer feel the ownership of your brand. So let customer be in. So these are the 5 ways to keep the human touch in the digital era. Did you follow everyone? Should I go to the next point?
Yes, ma'am.
Brand positioning.
Yes, ma'am.
Brand consistency in brand characters. Brand positioning, brand consistency in brand characters. I hope you are very clear what is positioning and consistency. Now we are in the 4th semester, right? Correct, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Brand consistency is the practice of always delivering messages aligned with the core brand values in the same tone, presenting the same logo, colors throughout your visual brand elements. The process of branding is complete only when you have carefully defined and considered these 5 elements. And which are these 5 elements? First, promise. Second, position. Third, personality traits. Fourth, story. And 5th, association. Follow? So the branding is incomplete. These all 5: promise, position, personality traits, story, and associations are very important to create a very healthy, successful brand. Now, when I talk about brand positioning, a positioning statement is a description of your product and target audience. Need. Correct? And it explains how it fills a market need. So marketing and sales team use these statements to guide their messaging and make sure all communication is consistent. There has to be goal congruence. There has to be goal congruence. So steps in an effective brand positioning, what are they? Determine the current brand positioning, where your current brand is standing right now. Determine who your competitors are. How, if you are producing a particular product, is that product rare in the market, or plenty of people are having them around selling? So determine your competition. Identify your unique selling proposition. What is this unique USP you are offering for that product? Or is it going to be, how it is going to stand different? Create a brand positioning statement and test your brand positioning statement in the market. Check it out, float it in the market. I would like to tell you about here a positioning statement versus mission statement. A positioning statement is sometimes confused with mission statements and value propositions, but there are a few key differences. Very few differences are there, but they are important differences. What is a positioning statement? Positioning statement used to align messages on internal teams through a good positioning statements. It is often versatile enough to use externally too. So it describes the products and its target consumer and explains how it fills a need in different ways than its competitors. Is a positioning statement. Value proposition. Value proposition explains what benefits your product provides to your customers. So the value proposition is often as part of positioning statement. Barobar? Followed? And mission statement, public facing tagline or statement identifying your brand strategy is a mission statement. And this concept is closely linked with brand positioning. Now, how it is closely linked with brand positioning? First is to establish strong equity. A brand must have, if I want to establish my brand with a very good equity, with a very strong equity, a brand must have a clear and consistent positioning as well as authentic set of differentiation to support the positioning. Clear? The brand positioning is essentially a compelling promise that marketers remind to win the customers' minds and hearts. Marketers' moral responsibility is to fulfill the promise with a solid and concrete differentiation through its marketing mix. And due to the rise in the social brands, due to the rise in the social media, the brands are getting challenged continuously. So companies have to be strongly positioned to develop this community-driven consensus. Now, I would like to give here an example of Apple. If it is, you had asked me Apple, right, brand? What is Apple brand reminds of? If it is exclusivity. Apple brand reminds of luxury and elegance. Then what it stands for Apple? If it is exclusivity, if it is luxury, if it is elegance, then this is Apple for you. The brand dominates the technology front, and in fact the other products positioning in marketing campaigns for the positioning as a basis for their product. So their services, products and websites depict their strong brand positioning. Another example I can give is Amazon, the leading e-commerce e-store. Leading e-commerce store is now nowhere left behind when it comes to brand positioning. The relationship that the brand has it with customers to take shopping to an altogether new level is what drives its brand positioning. Agility in delivery, low prices, and freedom to like or dislike the products gives these brands a big thumbs up. Correct, no? You follow the positioning of that brand? Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I think it's 12 o'clock. Your next session begins, right? So we will
Yes,
go
ma'am.
for the next one with brand character, then selling 4 P's to 4 C's. And I think we will finish in the next session and we will start with the chapter 3 also. So with this, all of you. So next day, next tomorrow, I don't know when I will get the next, I have to check that. But brand, we will start with the brand character then. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So thank you. We will end here. Thank you so much. And I will soon let you know your next chapter in. Thank you.